What's up guys, back with another Honkai Star Rail video. In this video we are going to go over Prydwen's tier list. So they updated it recently and my friend told me a couple things about it so far. We're going to look at Pure Fiction first because that one's a bit easier to rank, and then we'll go into MOC. MOC has not changed, heads up, it is still the one that applies attack, defense, speed, follow-up attack damage, like debuffs. So keep that in mind, but let's go over the Pure Fiction one real quick. This is the dot one, so most of these are like sure, right? Like Serval and Zele going down, perfect, right? I don't know why they were ever S. Serval, you can like copium, I guess. Yukon going down, yeah, she's low skill points, isn't like super crazy. Sampo and Gwen going up makes sense. It's dot base. Black Swan being the best is obvious. She literally just exists and you win. Luocha going up, I can see because he has a damaging ult, so if you can trigger something through attacking, his ult helps. And if you need a sustain on the team for defense, which is good, and he skills on attack, so some people can build him full attack and he'll actually do some damage. Bronya going down, I feel like is a questionable one. Ruan Mei definitely deserves to be a tier higher in Pure Fiction. Just because weakness breaking, there's a ton of enemies. You like one attack, weakness break, like you just the damage goes crazy, right? But I don't know if like being the same tier as Tingyan and Asta is really the play for her. But overall, this one's fine. The real kicker is the Memory of Chaos one, from what I've heard already. So let's go to the Memory of Chaos. We'll look at it and then we'll go to the change log to see what their opinions are. This is interesting. There's only three changes, which is Kafka to S+, Bronya to S, and Pela to A. Okay, let's go over Pela. Pela, sure, right? Because she is good, but she's not doing as much as these three. She really just has AoE defense lowering, and she can remove buffs if needed from like the enemy who heals himself and like all that other stuff. Like an enemy gives an attack buff, whatever it may be, right? So she has her uses. So sure, she can go to A, right? With like Hanya's still good, Asa's still good. Bronya and S. I can see it for Pure Fiction, right? Because with Pure Fiction, you know, Bronya, use a skill. You just want to be spamming skills most of the time. You can maybe run into some like SP issues depending on who you're running, or you know how well your characters are built. If they're not full killing, and you need more skills to like do more AOE's, or you need to heal more, or like Ruan Mei just having the weakness break boost and the weakness efficiency boost, so you can actually break the enemy, do more damage. Like sure, right? Especially because you can run dual DPSs with Ruan Mei for Pure Fiction. But for Memory of Chaos, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. The whole action advance is just way too strong. Her ult is team wide. I think Ruan Mei is slightly better, but not enough to put her in S. Bronya definitely doesn't deserve to be an S with Tingyan and Silverwolf. Like they're both good, but I think Bronya just deserves to be in a one tier higher than them. But they don't deserve to go down to A. Like it almost like we need another tier of like Z tier. Ruan Mei can go there, and S plus can be Bronya, but I don't know, lowering her. We'll see what they say, right? Kafka, I mean, sure, with Black Swan, but nothing has really like all that's happened for Dot is Black Swan has come out. So a whole tier up just because of one unit, especially a 5-star that not everyone's gonna pull, is kind of wild. I want to see what the explanation on Kafka is, actually. Because, like, I'm a Kafka fan. I have her E1. I'll take any love for her. If she's an S+, hell yeah, I'll rock that. I'll be like, hell yeah, she's cracked. But through, like, more logistical side, I'm confused on why she's S+ now and not before. Let's go to the change log. So, quickly for Memory of Chaos. This is Memory of Chaos, Kafka. Hang on, let's just go to Pure Fiction. Black Swan, it doesn't matter. I already understand. She exists, you win. Luocha, healers, yeah, damage dealer, yeah, I already knew that. Sampo, yeah, Dot, you know, makes sense. Bronya, same as MOC, Sele, Serval. Yeah, their buff isn't as crazy on this one. Yukong, yeah, whatever. Yukong is like whatever. Memory Chaos. This is the important one. Kafka S to S plus. Dot teams are not only the new favorite toy, but mostly importantly, their performance is actually outstanding. It's not just Black Swan's impact because Kafka plus Sampo teams are also performing very well. No matter the type of dot team you want to play, Kafka is the heart and soul of dot teams and amplifies them and takes them to the next level. Dot has more tools and higher power ceiling. With the release of Black Swan, and while Black Swan by herself is a powerful synergy piece, it's Kafka that allows for the maximum potential of Dot to be unlocked, earning her a place in S plus for extreme synergy. Huh? So wait, you're saying with the release of Black Swan, and while Black Swan by herself is a powerful synergy piece, Kafka allows the maximum potential of Dot, and then you mentioned because Kafka plus Sambo teams are also performing very well. Nothing has changed. It's literally just Black Swan. So you're saying Black Swan is good, but she's like, even without Black Swan, Kafka is S plus. Like, why wasn't she S plus before? Right? It's not like people like. It's not like one of the things where like, oh, not a lot of people use the unit, so like the stats are just like not all there. Like how many people are like realistically using like Arlen or like Hook, right? You know, or like stuff like that. The units are like not very used. Like, how do we know that Hook is like, so good in this MOC or this pure fiction? Not a lot of people bring them or have them built, but like Kafka's a very popular character. You'd think they would have like interesting. I don't know about that. I love Kafka. S plus, sure, right? If you have the right team, she's like nasty, but it's weird how they put her there now, I guess. Okay, that's just weird. It's weird that they mentioned Kafka and Sampo and they mentioned Black Swan is like really good for Dot, but you don't like Kafka's good on her own. It's weird to me. It's weird to me. Like, it would make sense that, okay, take away Black Swan. If Kafka's just as good as it's saying, then why is she going up a tier? You would think she's going up a tier because Black Swan is so good with them and you run them together, but they're saying no. It's weird. It's weird. Anyway, let's see Bronya. Bronya, well, it was bound to happen one day. After nearly a year sitting at the highest tier, Bronya has dropped down. The main reason behind this, Ruan Mei, who is currently is the first pick for the majority of teams. Hypercarry, dual carry, Dot, FU, so follow-up attack, I'm assuming, unless I'm stupid. Any archetype there exists, Ruan Mei shines there compared to Bronya, who's most restricted to the hyper carries. And with the meta making dual carry and Dot team popular, Bronya simply can't keep up with Ruan Mei. Furthermore, while Bronya is mainly an offensive amplifier, Ruan Mei is both offensive and defensive via break efficiency and delays, allowing her to make a bigger impact on teams. I agree, but they're making it sound like it's a popularity thing. Dual carrying Dot is more popular, so she's better, and Bronya deserves to go down. Bronya is still as good as she is. She's still really good. Yeah, you can only run her on hyper carry, but that's saying like, oh well, Kafka isn't as good if you don't run her with Dot characters. You just run her as a hyper carry. It's like, well, yeah, no, duh. You're supposed to run Bronya with hyper carries, and you act like the best unit in the game still isn't Jinglu, and Jinglu's best friend is going to be Bronya because it helps her get her ultimate faster, helps her do more damage, gets her more attacks in. Like, Bronya is really good with the best TPS, but she's going down a tier because Ruan Mei just exists, and it allows for Dot in like dual teams. Like, I understand, like, this makes sense, right? But it's just weird that we're picking to lower Bronya down because Ruan Mei teams are more popular now. Interesting. Okay. I don't agree with that at all. Like I said, for pure fiction, sure, Ruan Mei should be a tier higher than Bronya, but lowering Bronya and Memory Chaos and pure fiction because people are just running Ruan Mei and you can run her with more teams is kind of crazy because Bronya still has action advance, still has cleanse on that action advance, and then she has a team-wide ultimate. So it's not like she's like, that's crazy. And a lot of people would say Bronya is better than Ruan Mei. I remember when she first came out, people were like, you are tripping if you think Ruan Mei is better. And I think she is better, not by too terribly much, right? It's not like the difference between like running Yukong and running Bronya. It's just like slightly better, and you can like run on different teams. I think both of them together are perfect in S plus because Ruan Mei does one thing, Bronya does the other. If you're making a team, you just slap one upon whoever works better. Like Ruan Mei is more universal, but like for Jinglu, funny enough, I run both of them, right? Because why not, right? I like seeing Jinglu do really good damage, but I'd argue that Bronya is way better than Ruan Mei for Jinglu just because of how her kit works. If a unit's kit works better, you would run Bronya or Ruan Mei. They're both that good, so why does Bronya get knocked down a tier just randomly just because Ruan Mei happens to be more popular, right? Which is weird because I've never seen them mentioned because they're more teams are more popular. Anyway, then we have Pela. This change is caused partly because Bronya dropping down and MOC slowly transforming into 2 to 3 enemy waves, while Perfection is the AoE playground. Ruan Mei also affects Pela's team that she simply replaced her in a lot of them, like the Jinglu one. That is fair. That is fair. I'm actually not that upset about Pela going down just because she's not doing as much as the people in S, so that's valid. She's still really good. Don't get it twisted. She's still extremely good, but you don't use her as much, and I think that the people in S tier deserve to be in a different tier from Pela. You can argue she's still in S, but she's definitely on the lower part of S. Overall, pure fiction, completely fine. This is sure, right? I agree with everything here. Memory of Chaos. The Memory of Chaos hasn't even changed, which is crazy to me. Like, I guess they just updated it to update it, but the fact that this hasn't changed and Kafka just suddenly is just better, but not with Black Swan. Like, Black Swan doesn't matter. Kafka's just that good with Dot. And then Bronya is lower due to popularity is interesting. I know that's not the only reason to explain, but it just bothers me a lot that it just says dual carry Dot team popular. She's still like, the fact that like Bronya got nerfed because her popularity is lower. Anyway, before I continue rambling, that's it for the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think Bronya really did fall off? Do you think Ruan Mei is, you know, that much better than Bronya? Do you think they're about the same? What do you think about Pela going down on the list? What do you think about Kafka going up on the list? Do you think she's only up because of Black Swan? Do you think she's finally seeing her, you know, people are seeing her true worth? Let me know in the comments. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will catch y'all in the next Honkai Star Rail video.